When the New York Knicks lost to the Washington Wizards this afternoon in London, one of their top players was missing. That's because he says he's afraid for his life and is wanted in his home country on a terrorism charge. Tonight, senior correspondent Rick Leventhal tells us how a basketball star in America has become an enemy of the state in Turkey.
What I'm doing is way bigger than basketball.
Enes Kanter is a nearly 7-foot-tall center for the New York Knicks who says the only thing he terrorizes is the rim. But Turkish President Recep Erdogan says Kanter is an enemy of the state, issuing an arrest warrant and seeking extradition of the Turkish national because of his ongoing outspoken criticism of Erdogan's rule.
Whoever talks about the government, President Erdogan thinks those guys are terrorists. So that shows that there is no freedom of speech in Turkey. So that's why I was trying to be the voice of all those innocent people.
Kanter says he had to skip his team's trip to London this week for a game against the Washington Wizards, fearing he could be killed or kidnapped there by Erdogan loyalists. Kanter and his family have been longtime followers of exiled Muslim cleric Fethullah Gulen, who now lives in Pennsylvania. Gulen is accused by the Turks of orchestrating a failed coup attempt in July 2016, when hundreds were killed, including dozens of police. And afterward, tens of thousands of Gulen supporters were arrested, including Kanter's own father, who's facing years in Turkish prison. Kanter regularly blasts Erdogan on Twitter, calling him the Hitler of our century, and says there isn't a single piece of evidence of my wrongdoing. I don't even have a parking ticket in the U.S. Kanter spent Tuesday on Capitol Hill meeting with lawmakers, including Marco Rubio, to call attention to the plight of Erdogan's opponents.
It's a very dangerous situation, and the best thing we can do from our perspective is to continue to shine light on it and call attention to it.
Kanter says he can't walk the streets of New York alone anymore, but he won't stop speaking out to try and force positive change in his homeland.